Welcome back, everyone. Today I'm going to do one of the videos, or one of the tasks, or a group of tasks, I should say, that I really don't look forward to every year. And we're approaching a little bit of a milestone year. This is going to be the 5th year anniversary of David's passing, July 25th. It was 2019 at 2:23 in the afternoon, where he and his co-worker Cecil Morgan lost their lives on the side of the road in South Carolina while working for the South Carolina DOT, as most of you know. But this is going to be, I take a little bit of time. I like to prepare. I like to get everything looking just perfect everywhere. The trails, the ditches, the creek, I just try to get everything just looking perfect. And usually there's not too many people here this year. My daughter Brittany and her husband Kevin will be here, and I believe our friend, David's friend, James, he's more like family now. We've known him for a long time. And he usually comes, so we will see if he comes this year as well. But I like to get a start early, and today is 90, it's going to be 95. The heat index is going to be 106. So rather than me working on the house right now, I am going to get in the Yanmar, the Mini, and I am going to do a bunch of things. One being the retention pond that I built on Gwynn Way some years back. There's a video on that. But it's silted in a little bit. There's a lot of weeds that have grown up in it. So I wanna put the grading bucket on, go over there and clean that up. And I'm going to use the rotary cutter to start doing that. So I'm going to do whatever I can do over the next couple days. So that's what this video will be. And as usual, Misty's coming to see. Right, Misty? We're going to get to work? Okay. Yeah, say hi to everyone. There you go. Alright, I couldn't find my chest cam, and you can't really see anything out of the actual cab cam magnetic mount, and then if it's outside I can't talk. So I'm going to try this. I found a head harness, so we'll see how it goes. Problem is you probably get seasick every time I look somewhere. But let's, I got to switch over to 18-inch bucket to go get some rocks out. So I usually keep the 18 on. Number one, it's easier. It takes up less space where I am, where I park it in the lean-to. But it's also with the thumb, unless you're picking up brush, it's easier with the 18-inch bucket. That beeping is the unlock. And here's the lock. And then we shut off the noise. And we got a little bit of water in there. And I've already done all the housekeeping. As you can see, right there is the as I drip water on it, is the grease gun. All right, so let's go down to the ditch ponds in front of the memorial area and go see what I can find in there. Sorry I have to do this with the windows closed because I got the air conditioning on, but I should have washed the window at least for you, but I didn't. So there's little bits of concrete in here, and every time when I go down in here, I always have to worry about hitting that. There's a pipe that goes across between that ditch and this one, which is right there, as you can see. But I know that's there, so, but it was these few pieces, like there's one there as well. And inevitably, I always hit it. And like even this one, I can't see it. I know there's something in there. Like I don't even know if I got it in there or not. I think it's right there. Problem is I got it, but I also got a lot of dirt. That's alright. I don't want to put the rock back in there. I'm sure I'll find more after I cut, if it happens to be there. I think that might be it for this side. Got it. Oh, had it. I was just going to say it's going to blow away. Let's do this. Now it won't blow away. I know there's a couple in here, and of course they're going to be on the other side, right? I know there's one here. Come get them later. I can use these on the back side of the dam, so I'm not going to waste them. Well, I should have not shut the camera off so quick, because I decided, well, let me try to pull some of these trees out over here. And I got a lot of good stuff out of here. There was stuff that was hiding. Yeah, I got quite the pile there already. This will make it a lot easier for every other time when I have to do this. So, I'm glad that I decided to do this now. So in the future, all I'll have to do is use the rotary cutter. I should have put my rut shirt on that they gave me. I meant to do that, the one that I won the contest. Yeah. video contest for them. This is a hard spot to get with the cutter anyway, because the cutter's bigger than the area that it can fit in. So this is a better idea anyway, because see, I got this pipe right here, which that one I don't want to break, because that one works. That's what brings the water from one ditch down to this one, which goes all the way down to the creek. Ah, good. That was a good one. I would have found that with the cutter. That is not what I want to do. The former owner used to just throw anything and everything anywhere, just as long as he didn't have to pay to get rid of it. Another good one. Still got some more down there. And I'm not worried about getting the dirt out of here, because where I'm going to put this, I need the dirt anyway. And I don't mind if this is deeper. I feel something. No, maybe not. Thought I felt something over there, but and again, I don't care if it's underneath. I just don't want it where I'm going to hit it with the cutter. Alright, now I think I got everything. Well, this put a little damper on things. My quick couplers decided they wouldn't quick couple or couple at all. Took the pressure off them, cracked the lines, everything. So I ended up going to see Jackie at Carolina Hose again, and I picked up, well, I picked up a whole 2 sets, so I have an extra just in case. But I just put those on. It's a quick fix. An hour of driving, but quick fix. So let's see now if nothing else will happen that I can get to work. Alright, I'm over by the memorial area, as you can see there, so I'm going to do a little more 42-inch rotary cutting action here. I never did this side when I did this back. I guess I did it before David's birthday in April. And I know I didn't come on this side. I reached almost everything from the other side, but this grew up a lot. Even since April, even the other side. I gotta get over in that corner afterwards. Again, I'm trying to minimize the damage to the grass, which this really isn't grass, it's really weeds, so it's easy to rip it up. I can't really turn like I'd like to by lifting up the tracks. With this thing on the front, I can't pivot off with it too easily. This is not the best grass area here anyway, so. I meant one of these days to come in here and fix this, grade it out, but it's on the list. Again, this cutter works really well. I can get most of this part. I just can't get this section right here from the other side. Because if I don't have to drive on this side too much, I prefer not to. See, I could just about reach this one here. Just about, but not quite. Most of these are sweet gum trees, which are, they grow faster than weeds and are really good for nothing. And when where I want them to grow, where I'm trying to, in the back, where I'd like to cover up where that, they put in that shack back on the back easement, they don't seem to want to grow there, but they grow everywhere that you don't want them. And they grow fast, and they grow back. What are you gonna do? Gives me something to do, I guess. Not that I need anything else to do. But you can get a view of the house from the memorial area that's kind of diagonally across. Can't quite see it from it because of those couple of trees, but I'll put it back on in a minute. So I'm right in front of the memorial area now. So this part always seems to grow more. I think part of it is because this is the end of the ditch that gets the most water. This is the low spot. So I think it makes it grow faster. I don't know. I just know that this one always needs it more than other places. It's about 99 degrees today and 104 heat index. Even in here, it's not super cold. The air is cold, but it's so hot that I can feel. There's a good gum tree to get rid of. I got to get as much as I can here because I got the telephone pole to my right. limits my movement a little bit. Even though this is a zero turn, I've got the counterweight on it, so I'm sticking over about, what is it, 4 or 5 inches, whatever it is. Not zero turn, zero tail swing. Zero turn, talking about a mower. You got the idea. By the pole. I mean, even this pine tree started growing up since April. Amazing. Again, where you want them to grow, like in the back, I can't get the stuff to grow, but where you have to keep fighting with it, shit. The way it is, I guess. Bye-bye, pine tree. I'm getting closer to the area where just the other, in the beginning, I'm sure it's in the beginning of this, is when I pulled out the concrete and the miscellaneous debris. I'm almost to that area now. Right there. So what I do is I try to reach this way as far as I can. I still go back and trim it from the other angle when I get on the other side of it, but you get limited range of movement with this when you're super close to where you are, so it's much easier to get whatever I can get by reaching out and then tidy it up. Alright. I got all the way down here and I forgot the camera. So here's my back gate, back easement. Trimmed a little bit of that back. It was starting to overhang. I don't want this to be totally uncovered, but I don't want it so that it looks doom and gloomy when you drive through. So I didn't cut the grapevines or any of that stuff. That still grows, at least on that half, because we still need to open the gate occasionally, not too often. But I'm going to head now down towards the creek trail and through the woods back there. So I'll get a few shots. I mean, I've done this before in other videos, so I'm not going to go too crazy. I'm just showing what I'm doing in preparation for the 25th. There's a little bit on the corner that this grows in. This is these gum trees I talked about. They grow so fast. You can see where I am in relation to the house, the back gate. I'm going to do a land tour again, maybe when my daughter and son-in-law come. I'll have him get the drone out again and we'll do a land tour again. I haven't done one in a long time. As you can see, that's where I'm heading. But I'm trying to get some of this high stuff out of the way, because if I drive anything bigger than this down here, it makes it a little more difficult. So, plus it grows so fast, if I don't keep up with it, it'll be like a full-time project. So, all right, get some a little farther down. All right, I still didn't make it to the curve. The creek is over there, but I'll show you out the back window. So I got all that clear up top. I can drive even the General down in here if I needed to, or the 250. And it looks like it's gonna rain, so I'd like to get to the creek bank before then, so I don't rip up the grass. But it's going well. The hardest part is when it gets up here, it starts losing flow. You know, it only has so much, so that part sticking out is a slow, agonizing process. But the only way to make it go faster is to shut off the, you know, the boom. It booms up no problem, but the stick out, it starts to run out. And the only way to make that go faster is to shut off the cutter, but then you got to get it going again. So you kind of just have to come to the realization that that's a little rest that you get there, I guess. But like I said, it's coming along. I only do this once a year at this time. I do the banks, you know, the creek bank and that stuff twice a year, but I really don't do this but once a year around this time. So, all right, well, hopefully I gotta go about another 300 yards before I get to it. But maybe I'll get lucky and this rain will miss us, or at least miss this spot right here, so I can not make any ruts. But this gives you an idea of how good this thing works. And I used to do this by hand. Originally, I did most of it with the old Yanmar tractor, and I would do it with hand loppers. And then I started to use gas-powered trimmers, you know, pole saw, pole pruner, and hedge trimmers, gas-powered. But this is so much better. Plus, it's so hot today that there's no way I'd be doing it. So, all right. Well, as you can see, I didn't make the corner, and it's pouring. All right, well, it's stopped raining, at least for the moment, and I've made the corner. So, you can see back there. This one's really not too bad. I did this in April, before David's birthday. And it just needs a little, just a little. So, just gonna hit this stuff, mainly on the bottom. There's no way to really get it with the mower, because it's too far in. I used to have all this clear, but with the house, there's a house on the other side of the creek, so there's no reason to do that. It's really these vines and stuff is, I mean, it's amazing how fast they grow. And they take over everything. So I like to keep those cut. But like I said, this won't be too bad over here. I'll put it back on when I get to the alright, I made it to the creek. And it stopped raining. Of course, it got everything wet already, so I'll have to be a little more careful with track destruction. much water, and it hasn't rained. This part sure does grow up quick though. Yeah, there's not even 2 inches of water running down there now. And that's about 15 feet deep. To the bottom, I mean, it usually runs about 3 feet all the time. Nope, can't get that. Alright, here's this section. You can see how little water is in there. And again, this is the spot where I took a picture of David standing when we were looking at the, after one of the hurricanes, after this was all full and we were looking at what was what. So this always reminds me of that. That's why I like to keep this area nice. So I'm going to, now the dam and the lake is right over there, and I'm going to work my way back up this way. Alright, here we are, end of video. So I'll show you these on another time. I've got a lot of trails all through here, but this is where I showed you I went. So you can see I try not to go too much on this side, just there's a ditch that runs along here, so nothing can really cross there too easily, but I try to not take out more than I have to. More trails down in there. I made all these about 10 years ago. Everything looked just like this. In here it was all grown over. So again, you know, this stuff will keep creeping in. So I wanted to make sure that I keep, if you wait till the end, you know, till it's too much, then when you actually cut it back, even like here, then there's not a lot of green left till it grows back again. So if you keep it trimmed, then the green kind of stays where it should be and not being brown. This is a section here that David had cleared. I didn't clear this just because there's another house on the other side of the creek over there, and when there's no water, like now, he had these 2 little dogs that used to come over and bother the cats, but David had cleared that whole area back, 10 years ago, and I had always kept it clear, but now I don't, just because of what I just told you. So so let me get out to the actual creek channel, and I'll show you how it looks now. And this is a nice spot, especially when there's some water flowing. Not so much after a hurricane when it's full and it's spilling over, but this is a nice area, and this all, again, this was all grown in, and this nice grass grew in here. We have better grass here than we have in a lot of other places. But so here you can see it. You can really see how little water is there. I mean, we haven't had rain. We haven't even had too many thunderstorms. This is the one area that's lowest right here. This is where sometimes the water will spill in, but it doesn't really do anything. It really has to be high for that. But this is the spot where David was standing. But I've got the picture that look, I'm talking about David, and there's a cardinal. You see him? Look at that. I mean, you can't make it up. I show you this stuff all the time. Thanks, David. See? And again, this is not my favorite time. You know. Oh, there's a female. Well, you know, I do this, you know, I like to have everything just right. I think this is the first year that my daughter and son-in-law are going to be here for this. James is usually here. I'm not sure at this time if he's coming or not, but hopefully. And I still have to go around and do all the way around the lake over there. But you know, I did this area here, the overflow. This is the dam, just give you a reference where the overflow used to be. And then I've got all these wood trails. I've got to go back and fix this whenever you turn, but I call this memory lane. I've got some stuff that we had back that's no good anymore, but reminds me of, you know, David using it, and I have this whole area. There's some animals buried there, but I call this memory lane. And this goes to a few other trails this way. Goes back to the lake. David's Point is over there, and the house is that way. So just to give you an idea, we'll go out to David's Point. I still have to trim around that as well. Not enough time in the day to do everything that you got to do, but I want to make sure I get it done. But you can see this is David's Point. You can go back and look at the video back August 1st of 19. We had a humongous bonfire here on David's the day of his funeral ceremony that we had. And again, I got to fix all this. But so there's the piece of the burnt wood from that time. I keep that there. So I call this David's Point, and I'll drive him out here in his truck on those days, and we park and reflect and think about everything. Him helping here. Alright, so as usual, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.